Okay, hi. Let's hope that my internet is being good. Welcome to the second podcast. I'm Steph's Rock Show and Steph's World. I'm on Spotify and Instagram. SDFSROCKSHOW. YouTube, Stephanie's Rock Show, everything back in the radio days. If you're following me from there, if you just found me, awesome. I'm really excited. I no longer work for a radio station or have a producer, so I don't have a set list of things to talk about. I get to talk about anything I want to talk about. So that's awesome. Um, I want to get into The Valley. So I'm really excited. The Valley just came out last night. If you don't know what I'm talking about, Vanderpump Rules, which is an awesome show, it transitioned into The Valley. So Vanderpump Rules is younger people that are servers and bartenders working under Lisa Vanderpump, and this is all on the Bravo television series, television network. And they grow up, mature. It's relatable. They're in their 40s and they move out to the suburbs. It's a new show called The Valley. And some of them are getting married, some of them are having children, pregnant, whatnot. Just such a relatable show of what I'm going through. And I know a lot of people that I'm friends with are going through. And The Valley has Jax and Brittany and Kristen that were once on VPR, transitioning. And then they have a bunch of new friends. I just took notes because I watched it and it was exciting. They have Jesse and Michelle, which I heard are splitting up as well. And so Jax and Brittany are on a break, and so is this other new couple, Danny, Janet, Jason, Zach, and Jasmine. And we barely got to touch on getting to know some of them. Some of them have worked in entertainment, some of them not. Um, I'm excited to get to know what the first episode, interesting, touched on Kristen being able to be a mom, like ready to be a mom. And of all people, Jax Taylor is concerned that she's not. And I know if you've seen her past behavior, we could be a little bit concerned, if she is ready. But I think that is kind of a harsh thing to say if somebody is ready or not ready to be a parent. Sometimes you just aren't ready and you have the child and it matures you and you become the best version of yourself and you learn to grow up really fast. I don't know, if I was really ready at 28 to have my first child, but it definitely propelled me into finding a career and settling down and just slowing down. So sometimes it can really help you. So check out The Valley if you haven't seen it. It's on Bravo, and if you don't have Bravo, the first episode is free on YouTube as well. So, and if you haven't caught up with Vanderpump Rules, that's okay. It's a whole new show, The Valley. So check it out. So, okay, I wanted to transition from The Valley to what I've seen talking about parenthood and whatnot on the reels. That's kind of bothering me because at night I like to scroll to relax and wind down. Um, there is a lot of bad mouthing to dads, single dads out there, and it bothers me. So I just wanted to stick up for the single dads. Side note, I have two baby daddies slash ex-husbands, and they're amazing. They're incredible. We all three co-parent so well. We show up on time, do the birthday parties, the sporting events, and whatnot. And I think there needs to be more people voicing about how incredible a lot of dads are. If anything, I've been on dating apps the last 5 years. Oh, Hinge, Tinder, OkCupid, Bumble. It's been not for me. But I'm glad I've dated a lot. And in that dating, I have learned more about myself and I have learned more about the community of 30 and over dating, which 30 to 50 dating I've read and experienced is the hardest time, right? Our teens and 20s were more open minded and maybe not as hurt, and we don't have as much baggage. I don't like to call, you know, houses and kids baggage, but it kind of is because it hinders being able to mend together. And not till 50 till you get a couple good divorces later on in life and the kids are out of the house as dating become easier. But what I was getting at is I've met a lot of amazing single dads. Some of them are raising their children on their own completely. And other of them have horrible baby mamas that are not reliable, not on time, not helping out financially. Um, and so that needs to be the narrative more. There's some moms that need to step up to the plates. The dads are doing a great job. So I don't know why that's out there, or that there's deadbeat dads. Or did these women plan these children? Were they married and talking about having children? You know what I mean? Or did these women kind of have an accident at the bar one night, and that's why these dads maybe aren't prepared? But they still, a lot of them have stepped up. Okay, now I'm just transitioning. This is so my day. Pretty much whenever I'm going to jump on, I'm going to transition into what? So then I love the news. I love all news outlets, but especially Tucker. I saw the Supreme Court. They are going to allow Texas to arrest illegal immigrants from crossing the border, which I'm excited about. You know, I love the way Florida's ran and Montana's run, if you know me. And I really wish that California would get on it because I love the weather here. I've left it. I've left California and cheated on it. I joked to Texas and Montana. And as much as I love those states, I cannot do hail and snowstorms for weeks at a time and negative 30 or 110 with 100% humidity. The weather in California, we are so lucky. If you haven't left and spent all 4 seasons in another state, we can wear flip flops and shorts and run out the door, and we don't have a lot of car issues, and getting out of our front door doesn't take a lot of time. So I will probably stay in California because of the weather, but I like lower taxes and things ran, a little bit more on the right side. I'm right leaning. Um, and so I was going to say, I'm excited that the Supreme Court ruled this. It wasn't unanimous, but 6-3. We have to all follow the rules, right? If we come in, I love immigrants. I love a lot of my friends have come from different countries. I've also traveled in Europe for 3 months. I absolutely love having different culture and meeting people from around the world, and think it's important to have a melting pot to have a better version of, every country. But if you come in one way and you get a green card or go through the process, or 90-day fiance, however you want to come in, and spend all this time and money, wouldn't you be upset if someone then just ran across the border and popped in and they have no identification? God bless some that have done that, because there's work that others of us don't want to do, and they're incredible. But I just really, kudos to the Supreme Court. They've been on fire. And as much as 2024 is going to be wild with an election year and everything, by the way, it's March 20th, 2024. Kudos to them for really, I don't know, sticking to some straight things. And I hope all the wars stop overseas and we just stop fighting. And that's a bummer. But I will say my podcast is going to be a little bit more focused about the United States and California, because that is what directly affects me and my family. And I'm really excited. We're going to have business owners. We're going to have a lot of my friends in real estate come give business advice. I'm going to have my friends on that have been professionally dating like me for a long time. So, and giving the male perspective as well as the female perspective in dating. Oh, it's fun. I'm going to and then I have a couple bands lined up for Sunday. So stay tuned. And I would say Graham is where I'm mostly, Steph's Rock Show. Okay, what I want to talk about next, because I love my Love is Blind. We're having a little reality show day. I drop the kids off at school. It's Wednesday. They get out early though, so I only have another hour. But I got on my reality shows. So if anybody else watches Netflix Love is Blind, I've loved every season. It's so good. But this last season, I think it was 6, was really good. It gave season 1 vibes. I want to talk about something because, I just talk at school drop-offs to parents, and I'm intrigued when I am somebody that isn't in the norm or the general category. Do you know what I mean? Sorry, my hair was bugging me. But Chelsea, I contacted her to come on to a podcast, and I really hope she does. I don't think she's as crazy as a lot of people are making her out to be. I feel like Jimmy was gaslighting her and making her so insecure. One night he said he was going to bed. It wasn't even shown on camera, and was in his bed. And then he butt dialed her later, and he was headed out with some of the Love Is Blind class. He hangs out with all girls. He has girl best friends. I'm just saying, as a woman, when we are insecure and we are getting in our crazy, usually, not every time, but usually there's not stability. The man's not giving us that comfort energy of, don't worry, I'm choosing you, you're the one. So I don't view Chelsea's behavior as maybe a little roller coaster, rocky, up and down, as that wild, because I think in her heart, she understands that Jimmy is not ready to give his all and throw everything in and get married. I mean, and obviously he didn't go through with the wedding during the show, but I think it was just her female gut intuition, and he was trying to comfort her verbally, but his actions were saying another thing. So I wouldn't, don't be quick to call a girl crazy. Look at the behavior of the male because, yeah, see the girl in every relationship, because sometimes we can be a completely different person depending on who we're in a relationship with. Oh, I'm really excited. So, if you guys saw, we did a Scream Mask photo shoot, me and a fellow mom buddy in Midtown Sacramento. And we just went around alleys and garbage cans and whatnot. So, it was so fun. I love meeting up with my creative people. Like, I did burlesque for years in downtown Sacramento, in Monterey, in Los Angeles. And then I also just did modeling fun projects. I don't want to say I'm a model. I'm talking model mayhem, Instagram modeling. Like, I just love meeting up with all my creative buddies, photographers, and, models, and being like, do you guys want to create magic? Let's meet up and create magic. So I'm getting up there. I don't know if I'm going to be creating. I'm more going to probably be on the other side, like photographing the cute OnlyFans girls and whatnot. So I'll probably be more behind the camera as I get older. But thanks, guys, for letting me jump on and do my second podcast on my own, not with a radio station. So Steph's Rock Show on Instagram, and I will also upload this on my YouTube, Stephanie's Rock Show, and I'm now on Spotify, Steph's World. So follow me, and if you ever have any questions, you want to come on, feel free to DM me, email me, all of this stuff. So thank you guys so much for tuning in to the second podcast, and I look forward to jumping on with some friends and whatnot here for the next couple ones.